Hey boys and girls, it is Miss Harris here. I am so sad that our time got cut short together in the classroom, but I just want to let you know that I love and miss each and every one of you, and I'm going to make the best of the time that we have left. So today I'm going to do a story. Just heads up, this is an AR book, so be ready to take that test after. So let's just go ahead and take a peek at the cover. The book is called Alexander and the Wind-Up Mouse. Looking at that cover, what do we think this story is going to be about? Okay, so maybe it's going to be about a mouse. See, we have two mice there. Look at the difference though. One has, it looks like something on his back. We do know it's a wind-up, so this must be a wind-up tool for the back of this mouse. Yeah? Let's take a look down here. Does anyone know what this is? Think about it to yourself. This is a Caldecott Honor Award. It's given to a book every single year, and it's because of its excellent illustrations. So this book was chosen because it has really, really good pictures. All right, so let's go ahead and dive on into the book. Alexander and the Wind-Up Mouse by Leo Leone. Alexander and the Wind-Up Mouse. Help! Help! A mouse! There was a scream, then a crash. Cups, saucers, and spoons were flying in all directions. Alexander ran for his hole as fast as his little legs would carry him. Look at all those cups and spoons and plates flying everywhere. All Alexander wanted was a few crumbs, and yet every time they saw him, they would scream for help or chase him with a broom. One day, when there was no one in the house, Alexander heard a squeak in Annie's room. He sneaked in, and what did he see? Another mouse. But not an ordinary mouse like himself. Instead of legs, it had two little wheels, and on its back there was a key. "Who are you?" asked Alexander. So here's Alexander, and here's that new little mouse. I am Willy, the wind-up mouse. Annie's favorite toy. They wind me to make me run around in circles. They cuddle me, and at night, I sleep on a soft white pillow between the doll and a woolly teddy bear. Everyone loves me. They don't care much for me, said Alexander sadly, but he was happy to have found a friend. Let's go to the kitchen and look for crumbs, he said. Oh, I can't, said Willy. I can only move when they wind me, but I don't mind. Everybody loves me. So this is Willy we know now. Alexander, too, came to love Willy. He went to visit him whenever he could. He told him of his adventures with brooms, flying saucers, and mousetraps. Willy talked about the penguin, the woolly bear, and mostly about Annie. The two friends spent many happy hours together. But when he was alone in the dark of his hideout, Alexander thought of Willy with envy. Oh, he sighed, why can't I be wind-up mouse like Willy and be cuddled and loved? Here he is, all alone. Think about how you would feel if you had to go to an empty house every day and be all alone, all the time. Wouldn't be very fun, would it? One day, Willy told a strange story. "I've heard," he whispered mysteriously, "that in the garden, at the end of the pebble path, close to the blackberry bush, there live a magic lizard who can change one animal into another." "Do you mean," said Alexander, "that he could change me into a wind-up mouse like you?" That very afternoon, Alexander went into the garden and ran to the end of the path. "Lizard! Lizard!" And suddenly there stood before him, full of colors of flowers and butterflies, a large lizard. "Is it true that you could change me into a wind-up mouse?" asked Alexander into a quivering voice. "When the moon is round," said the lizard, "bring me a purple pebble." For days and days Alexander searched the garden for a purple pebble. In vain. He found yellow pebbles and blue pebbles and green pebbles, but not one tiny purple petal. Look at all those rocks, all those pebbles. Not a single purple petal. At last, tried and hungry, he returned to the house. In a corner of the pantry, he saw a box full of old toys. And there, between blocks and broken dolls, was Willy. "What happened?" said Alexander, surprised. Willy told him a sad story. It had been Annie's birthday. There had been a party and everyone had brought a gift. The next day, Willy sighed, "Many of the old toys were dumped in this box. We will all be thrown away." Alexander was almost in tears. "Poor, poor Willy," he thought. But then suddenly something caught his eye. Could it really be? Yes, it was. It was a little purple pebble. All excited, he ran to the garden, the precious pebble tight in his arms. There was a full moon. Out of breath, Alexander stopped near the blackberry bush. "Lizard, lizard, in the bush," he called quickly. The leaves rustled, and there stood the lizard. "The moon is round, the pebble found," said the lizard. "Who or what do you wish to be?" Let's stop here for a second. What do you think Alexander's wish is going to be? Let's find out. "I want to be," Alexander stopped. Then suddenly he said, "Lizard, lizard, could you change Willy into a mouse like me?" The lizard blinked. There was a blinding light, and then all was quiet. The purple pebble was gone. Alexander ran back to the house as fast as he could. The box was there, but it was empty. Too late, he thought, and with a heavy heart, he went to his hole in the baseboard. Something squeaked. Cautiously, Alexander moved closer to the hole. There was a mouse inside. "Who are you?" said Alexander, a little frightened. "My name is Willy," said the mouse. There's his little hole. Look, there's Willy's tail. And there's Alexander. Willy cried, "Alexander, the lizard did it!" He hugged Willy, and then they ran to the garden path. And there they danced until dawn. Look how happy Willy is. Now we can't even tell the difference between Willy and Alexander because they're the same. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that story. I am going to attach an assignment in this link as well. Feel free to do it. And you can give it back to Miss Sides. Again, I miss you guys so much, and I hope you're enjoying extra time with your friends and your family. And I just hope that you stay safe, guys. See you soon.